Today from r/JustNO mother-in-law. My mother-in-law literally wants my baby, and my fiancé is okay with it. My fiancé and I found out we were expecting in December 2020. When we found out, as usual, I was a wreck emotionally, because obviously no one is prepared for a baby. I didn't get to really enjoy my experience being pregnant, but I tried my hardest with all the health problems that kept popping up. My in-laws were ecstatic to say the least, but my mother-in-law full on almost fainted from joy, which is normal, right? You want people to be happy for you, especially your in-laws. To keep it short, fast forward to delivery. I had a healthy baby girl who was born at 37 weeks, and all those "you change when you see your baby for the first time" sayings, they were right. Once I saw my daughter, it was like a switch was flipped. All I wanted to do was be the best mom in the world to her. She was my world. Now when it was time to go home, my mother-in-law immediately took her from me, which is okay, I guess, cause new baby and all. As the days went on, I couldn't really do much because I tore during birth and hemorrhaged, so I lost a lot of blood, and it took a toll on me. My mother-in-law became obsessed with taking her from me any chance she got. She would take my daughter when I was finished feeding and changing her. Every day got progressively worse. I now had to give up my baby for an hour, up to 3 hours some days, because mother-in-law wouldn't give me my baby back. And if I didn't give my baby to mother-in-law, she would freak out and start throwing a literal tantrum. My daughter had jaundice, so we had a home nurse set up a light in her nursery, and we had to leave her there for 24 hours unless she was eating or needing a change. It took a toll on me, because when you bring your baby home, the baby you've been growing inside you for 9 months, all you want to do is hold them and take care of them. My mother-in-law would kick me out of my daughter's nursery and wouldn't let me take care of my own daughter. My fiancé just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. I felt hurt, and my hormones were all over the place, obviously because I had a baby. My appendix burst a few days after my baby turned a month old, and I was in a full-blown anxiety attack because 1, I've never had any type of surgery, and 2, it was my first time leaving my baby. I can't even explain it to this day because I start full-on sobbing about how I had to leave my baby overnight when I wasn't even allowed to take care of her at home. My fiancé had lied to me when I came back and said he had a good night with our child and didn't have any issues because my mother-in-law had took my baby to sleep with her. Now I may be over-exaggerating, but I just didn't feel comfortable with that at all. Once that happened, my mother-in-law was constantly demanding my baby start sleeping with her every night. Obviously I said no, because are you serious? Once again, 1 month old, and I still haven't gotten the chance to bond with my new baby. Every day just felt like a new challenge. Every day I had to fight to take care of my own child, because mother-in-law was demanding the baby needed to be with her. Fast forward, now we're in 2022. My baby is going to be 1 soon, and nothing has changed. The only update, my fiancé tells mother-in-law to relax, but it only works for a day before she's back in full swing. My mother-in-law has made many attempts to take my child away from me. While I'm eating a meal, she'll come and take my daughter without asking. When we're in the nursery and my daughter is playing, she'll take her away and force my daughter to go with her, snatching her from my arms. The list goes on. Other red flags are constantly telling my daughter no one will love her as much as my mother-in-law does, and we can't even enjoy a weekend at my own mom's house without mother-in-law blowing up my phone, asking when we're coming back. When is my daughter going to see her real and only grandparent? Just so many things that have been such an issue. The one that hurts the most, hearing her tell my child, call me Lala, not Grandma, because it sounds like Mama, and I am your mama. All of these things are just short examples of what I have been dealing with, and I really do have PPD, or experiencing some type of similar diagnosis. And believe me, my mother-in-law will tell me how I'm not my child's mom. I'm on the verge of just moving back to my mom's and taking my child with me. I just wanted to come on here and post my experience to anyone who will listen, because no one believes me and shuts me down.